All right, what's up, everybody? The game is down for maintenance, right in the middle of the Odin grind. So, uh, yeah, there's not much we could do about it. We just gotta wait. Everyone else has to wait too, but sucks. My champs, they were right about to be ready. My 6-star champs, that is, could have gotten a round of 4 stars, and then my 6-star champs. They were gonna come back, I think around 10. I can't remember, which is about an hour from now. But here we are, just kind of waiting, hoping that the game comes back up. How long will it last? I think it's a longer maintenance this time around. I think it is a long maintenance, so I'm not sure. We might actually make this a shorter stream or something. I'm not sure, but ain't nothing I can do. Is the PTR down? So the way the PTR works, well, first off, I don't have access to it. But the way that it works is you have to log into it before maintenance hits. So unfortunately, yeah, I can't even do anything on the PTR, on the beta, on the CCP. Dude, you gotta stop spamming. Please. Please, please, please. Do not spam. Come on, man. We've talked about this before. Alright, anyway, let me get a tweet out. Let's see. Wrist. Yes, Marvel Champions. Hey, I understand you gotta perform maintenance, but is there any way you could let one little bald dude slide into the arenas without anyone looking? I'm trying to get this Odin. Yes! No! Okay, I understand you gotta perform maintenance, but is there any way you could let one little bald dude slide into the arenas without anyone looking? Trying to get this Odin tweet. Yeah, man. I don't know how long things are gonna be down for. Might make it a short stream as a result. I'm not sure. We'll see. There's other things we could talk about while the game is down. Maybe we could look at the spotlights or something like that. I don't know. I just know that, yeah, I don't feel like playing anything else right now, so it's like, damn, dude, I'm not sure what to do, really. But yeah. Statics and over a buck. Thank you, dude. With the, yeah, so the PTR, yeah, like I said, you probably already heard me say it, but I'll reiterate it for the people that are just tuning in. I don't have access to the CCP beta at the moment. It was kind of bugged out on my phone, and I just literally can't log into it at all. During maintenances, normally you can get into it, but you have to get into it before the servers go down. Otherwise, this message pops up before it, allows you to connect to the PTR. They must share login servers or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, either way, there's no way for me to connect to it the past few days. Just kind of been stuck. But slap. Static, thank you, dude. Much appreciated, nonetheless. The other Canadian brand sent over 3 of them Canadian bucks saying, what do you call poor Santa Claus? Saint Nicholas. Boo. Oh, man. I will end the stream early if that's what this is gonna be. These jokes, because that's terrible, dude. Boo, man. Boo. Accelerate, sending over one of them loonies saying, I saw you grinding all day in game PG. You were watching me? Oh my goodness. How could you even tell? Does it update? What's it called? Oh, that was just a slap book? Okay, gotcha. How could you even tell? Does it even update the, what's it called? Like the Alliance tab, where it shows like the hours like that? And that updates in such a weird way, because there's been times where, like, you know, I've been logged in for I swear, for like 10 hours or something like that. And then I'll close the game out, and then I'll look at it like the next day, or like somebody will pull it up on stream, or I'm on a different account and I look at it, or I don't know, some way that I'm able to see it, and it doesn't have like an accurate time. So it's strange. And then, dude, an alliance mate, it said that they were logged in, but they were not logged in at all. We couldn't contact them. They were like, we were waiting for them to move an AQ and stuff like that. And I was like checking their total arena wins just in case some shady stuff was going on, right? Like if they were botting. No, nothing was updating, but it just said that they were logged in. It was weird. But anyway, please give me compensation for scheduled maintenance. Oh man. Other Canadian brand sent over 7 of them loonies. Thank you, dude. Saying, why don't eggs tell jokes? They'd crack each other up. Okay. You've moved quickly on to the tumbleweed. Because that was terrible, dude. The egg puns. Ugh. It's like it's an even lower form of a standard pun. Ooh, dude. Don't do this. You're better than this, man. Take a lap. Boo. When the servers go back up, so we never know with maintenance. They are probably going to be down. It said like 4 hours, but we've heard that before, and sometimes they're up much quicker than what they say. So we don't really know for sure. Yeah, I don't know. There is a video. I was tempted to not stream at all because there's a video that I was gonna make today, but I'm like, no, I gotta stick to the grind, and then I had to work on something unrelated, in like the between round time. But there's a video that I thought of today that I'm like, oh man, I gotta make this. It's only gonna be like a 30-second video, but it should be pretty fun. If I don't make it today to have it up tomorrow. Yeah, I probably won't. Let me not even promise it, but sometime in the next like 3 days. It's being bumped on the priority list because I think it's funny. So, yeah, I was tempted to not stream today and just do that. Because, yeah, man, I don't know when we're actually going to be able to log in. But I figured we could take a little look. I haven't looked at the Guillotine Spotlight yet, so I was thinking about checking that out. And we could take a look at that together. I did look at the Thor Ragnarok when we talked about that a little bit yesterday. But we could take a look at Guillotines. Accelerates and an overbuck though, saying I'm glad for the maintenance because at this time my champs are off cooldown and I'm at work, so win-win. Yeah, nice, man. People can't catch up to you, huh? Fluffy Monster sent overbuck saying, Beaver, how are you? Fantastic. Anyways, I went to the store to find out if petals can be ants for the wedding where the peanut becomes the CEO of Pearls in the wagon that passes by the moon for the cashier at the lobster dock. So in that note, happy birthday. Okay, I understood each one of those words, but in the order, ow. Fluffy Monster, thank you very much, even though it's not my birthday. By the way, I didn't call it out, but I think I did see a Joel raid. So thank you for the raid, Joel. If you're lurking about. Black Saffron sent over 2 saying if... Okay, thank you, Black Saffron, for the 2. Why, dude? Just why? Oh, man. Chitlin said over 5 saying, Brian, if you could turn yourself into a cartoon, who would you... What? Okay. Thank you for the 5 as well, man. Why are you guys taking it to weird places? I don't get it. I have no idea. But thanks for the 5, man. Chris sent it over a buck. Saying they said 4 hours, Dingus. Yes, that's what I said too. Did I not say 4 hours? Maybe I didn't. I don't know, but I think I thought I said 4 hours at least. But like I said, sometimes the servers are up earlier, so I figured we'd hang out, maybe talk a little bit about Guillotine in the meantime, see what happens. If the servers don't come back up, well, hey, yeah, then maybe we'll just end the stream or something like that. But there have been times where like maintenance was supposed to be several hours and it's up after like an hour or something like that. So I've got the spotlight pulled up here. We could take a look at it in a minute. Oh, I didn't hear you say it at all. Yeah, I think I said it twice. The other Canadian brand had sent over another 7 of them loonies saying, what time did the man go to the dentist? Tooth hurty. Last one, going to bed. Good night, Baldy. Okay, yeah. Ugh, these are just so bad. Boo. Take a lap before you go to bed. Take 3 laps for those 3 jokes. Ugh. Boo. Big time boo. Alright, yeah, let's take a look at the Guillotine Spotlight. So, I really have not looked at any of the... Oh, you know what? You know what we could do? Hold on. Shout out to Kat Murdoch. I know she made some graphics that'll make this a little bit easier to compare. So, we're going to pull those up. Here we go. Okay, so, Kat Murdoch on Twitter here. We could still look at the official page too, but this should actually be a little bit easier. So, Kat Murdoch on Twitter, of course. Guillotine, October update, old kit versus new kit comparison. So yeah, we could see the side by side. Hopefully, on stream the font might be a little bit small, so we might have to rely on this still. We'll see. I love her animations. Really hope this one plays well. I agree with this. We'll see. Not sure what to think of her updated regen versus her old one. Anyone good at math who want to let me know? I did hear her regen is actually not as strong as it used to be, which is kind of wild to think about when King Groot's regen is so damn strong, and they left that alone and all. Someone else had brought that up. Just kind of taking their thoughts at it, pretty much. Yeah, this might be a little bit too small to read. All right, well, if you guys want to look at this yourself, you certainly can. But if I do this, no, not even that. Ugh, God. Wait. Actually, I think I can look at. Hold on. I think we can pull up. Yeah, it's in. It's in her Google Drive update thing. Here we go. Oh God. Even this. I remember having this problem last time. It's not even that easy to. Actually, this is not too bad. Okay, here we go. It's gonna be a little bit weird, the formatting with like if you move over, it's gonna be like all pixelated and then it updates. So this is not bad though. We can totally work with this. Just a little bit of pixelation from the alright, Thomas Shaw sent it over buck. Thank you, dude. Saying BG, you started Shang-Chi chapter 2 15 minutes before maintenance started. Forgot about it. Oh, dang, dude. I hope you didn't have some boost running. Rip if you did. Oof. Alright, good luck when maintenance is over, dude. Okay, so let's look at this. So the old abilities, I want to read through these first, because, I mean, of course, Guillotine, we all know Guillotine, but when's the last time you actually read her abilities? I want to see what's being replaced here. So, okay, for all attacks, each soul grants a 10% chance to steal 55, yeah, this is a SIG ability, so up to 55% of damage done as health for every 4 souls she possesses. Minimum 55% health steal regardless of current soul count. Okay. So, I mean, most fights you don't have that many souls with Guillotine. Otherwise, like, it's a pretty quick fight. So, because the way you get, well, let's read on. So, for every 6% of maximum health that Guillotine removes from her opponent during combat, she feeds her ancestral blade, which is just a sweet name for a blade, and gains 1 soul. Souls expire every 10 seconds and grants Guillotine a little bit of crit damage rating per soul. Okay. And then she also just has a little bit of extra armor rating. Okay, yeah, totally forgot about that. Critical hits, 50% chance to inflict a bleed. Okay. I'm not even sure which star level of champ we're looking at here, but it's actually not too bad of a bleed. With a short duration, so deep wounds has a nice effect on it. PG is beta under maintenance. I can't connect to it. Yeah, pretty basically. The short answer is yes. Okay, specials. Consume 2 souls to place the reverse regen for the special 2. I hate that you have to consume the souls to do it. That always bothered me, to be honest. Special 3, consume all available souls and deal 2% of the opponent's health in direct damage per soul consumed. Okay. I think, yeah, this is definitely changing, right? So all of this, I think it's changing in some way. All right, let's look at the new kit now. So, the new Sig ability is whenever the opponent is immune to Guillotine's personal bleed effects, she has a 100% chance to inflict a matching rupture debuff, causing physical damage. This rupture debuff grants 1 soul charge. Okay. Soul charge. That's different than just the souls that she possesses, I think. Okay. I'm guessing this is the modifier. Well, let's take a look here for a sec. What is the Sig ability modifier? Does it say? It must be this, right? Because what else could it be? So I guess it's just the chance to inflict the rupture if the opponent is bleed immune. Okay. Just trying to see if it clarified here, but not really. That's an odd Sig ability right there, man. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess I can see it as like, okay, if the champion, if the champion's unawakened, you can still use them against opponents that can bleed. But if they can't bleed, you'd really want Guillotine to be awakened. But that feels kind of bad, to be honest, man. That feels kind of bad to me. I like the awaken ability to enhance the champion in most situations. Of course, not every ability can affect every single situation. If your awaken ability is one that heals, and there's heal block, okay, yeah, it's not going to do anything, right? But you can still pretty much heal in every single fight, regardless of the opponent. For the most part, with few exceptions, right? So I feel like this awaken ability, this seems like half of an awaken ability right here. It feels like the awaken ability should be something else. Like, it also enhances attack or enhances healing or something. This feels incomplete. So right off the bat, I'm not too happy with that awaken ability. But okay, I mean, if she's strong elsewhere, then it doesn't matter. So let's continue on. Okay, so passive. Guillotine heals 2% of all damage taken by the opponent. So this is what some people are talking about. Yeah, that is a big nerf. Wow. So basically you have a 10% chance to steal 55% of damage done, right? So I believe that's, unless I'm mistaking something here, I believe that's on average a 5.5% Sig ability does damage. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So I believe this is on average a 5.5% lifesteal versus the 2% lifesteal that it now is. It's more consistent. Which I wonder how that works out when, no, I mean, it's more consistent, but overall that is less health. Especially if you had more than 4 souls. But okay. I mean, if she deals more damage though, if her damage, because this would be like 2.5 times this, right, to get to the 5.5%. Okay, slightly off on the math, but still, let's just say it's about 2.5 times it. If she deals 2.5 times more damage, then the healing numbers would still be the same. It's just percentage of overall so okay, that might not be that bad in the end if it's because the other thing too is I don't think you were able to lifesteal bleed. This is just for your attacks, but this says all damage taken by the opponent, so your bleeds. So okay, it might not be a nerf to the heal. I thought this was a nerf to the heal, but I don't think it's a nerf to the heal actually. Jared Spears sent over 2 saying that includes the bleed damage does. Oh, dude, yes, that's exactly what I was just. You must have been sending that as I was just realizing it. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't feel like a nerf to me then. I mean, we'll have to see. I'll have to compare them side by side, of course, or someone is gonna have to. But that doesn't feel like a nerf. Okay, all right. Good to know. So soul charges. Each time either champion loses 5% of their max health or is inflicted with a bleed effect, gain 1 soul charge. Okay. The first 10 soul charges are indefinite. Additional charges last 10 seconds each. Each soul charge grants a bunch of attack rating. Okay. I'm assuming this is for 565 champs, which that's a pretty healthy amount of attack increase. Okay. At 10 plus soul charges, Guillotine becomes unshackled, enhancing her special attacks until she's back below 6 charges. Okay. Interesting. So, also something I'm thinking about is I wonder each time either champion loses 5% of their max health or is inflicted with a bleed effect, are these things affected by suicides the same way that like Angela, her health loss is affected by suicides? Basically leveling out, so just having that liquid courage poison in yourself will just give you a soul charge every so often. That seems pretty good. It's also going to increase the healing as well. Like you're gonna take a hit to the healing because you're gonna have a poison in yourself, but since you're dealing more damage, it kind of self-balances like that. That's interesting. T. Ricky 705 saying math and reading? What is this? Book class. Wow. What is book class? What does that mean? Thank you for the 5, dude. It is book class indeed. It also includes damage not done by you, such as recoil. Ah, yeah. Wow. Okay. That's true too. Interesting. Okay. So far I like this actually. The only thing that I'm not such a fan of is the awaken ability, but I like everything else that I'm reading. Let's continue on. So critical hits, 35% chance to inflict a bleed debuff, causing some direct damage over 5 seconds. Chance increased by a flat plus 5% for each buff on the opponent. Okay. That's kind of a low chance. Like, of course, if the opponent is stacked with buffs, you know, to increase it, but that's a pretty low base chance. Because what's her base crit rate? I don't know exactly, but I mean, well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it changed, so I don't even know if it's worth looking at Aunt May, but I'm assuming that once you put masteries and stuff in, you probably have somewhere around a 35% crit chance, and then it's a 35% of that 35% chance. That's a little bit of a low chance to apply those bleeds. Okay. So I feel like you're almost going to need to be running suicides to for Guillotine to take advantage of this and gain those souls. Maybe. I mean, we'll see. All right, heavy attacks, 100% chance to inflict a 10-second bleed curse debuff. An opponent with a bleed curse suffers a bleed debuff, causing a bunch of direct damage over 5 seconds each time they're struck with a special attack. Huh. Each time they're struck with a special attack. So I guess you just want to get a heavy off before. And her heavy is multi-hit, so you can pop a heavy and then cancel it into the special. Okay. I guess that's why you're going to want to get your specials off, though, like with Colossus. 2% is very insignificant IMO. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So let's think about, like, Realm of Legends. They've got, like, what is it, like 450,000 health or something? I can't remember. It'd be like 9,000 health that you are going to steal from that. It's definitely a lot lower than someone like Diablo or King Groot. But they're also like ridiculous champions. So it might feel kind of insignificant. I don't know how good her healing really felt before the update either, though. Sometimes it was nice, sometimes it was noticeable, but is it 550k in Realm of Legends? Whoops. Yeah, actually I think it's like 547 or something like that, right? All right, well, basically an extra 2,000 on what I already said, so like 11k. I don't even know why I pulled up a calculator for that math anyway, but anyway, let's continue on here with these specials. So specials all unshackled. Guillotine is passively unblockable during the attack. Okay, that always feels nice. Just to have an unblockable special. This way, if they have some sort of auto block or something like that, you're good to go. Special 1, final hit has a 100% chance to inflict a pain link debuff lasting 10 seconds. While active, any non-physical damage taken by Guillotine is also inflicted on the opponent as physical damage. Okay. Unshackled, spend 10 souls to apply an additional pain link debuff when launching attack. Is this just a defensive thing? I don't see this being that big of a deal offensively. Because you're not even like gonna heal back any of that damage, so it's almost like a worse Mysterio kind of effect. Feels like mostly a defensive thing. Okay, special 2, final hit has a 100% chance to inflict a Spectre debuff for 10 seconds, reducing regen rate by 200%. And this should be a like negative healing thing, because Spectre usually is, right? Unshackled, spend 10 souls to pause the Spectre for 10 seconds when it is first activated. Okay. That's a nice long duration if you can... Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, it would last for 20 seconds. That's pretty good. Special 2, yeah, you'd be able to keep that up for most of the fight, and to have a pretty high healing reduction like that. That could be pretty good. Okay, 100% chance to inflict a degen debuff on the special 3 here, causing some direct damage over 3 seconds. Consume all soul charges to increase the degen duration. By how much? I'm guessing it's 1 second per. But I don't know. Does it say in the spotlight? Plus 3 seconds for each. Okay. That's much better. Okay. So for every soul, you can basically add this damage, but then also you have to multiply this damage. Like it's like this is just their base attack. So it would get increased by that quite a bit because of... God, I hate that you can't scroll here. Because of all the additional attacks. So I'm not sure exactly what this is going to deal when it's all said and done. But you could easily... Let's see. if running suicides, I mean, let's just say double. I think you're going to be able to do more than double of that damage, but let's just put it at like 30, let's say 3,500 per soul, plus the one, just like the flat 3 seconds there. So let's say we'll multiply that by like, I mean, we'll just say 11. So the 10 souls, which would be like 40,000 damage. Okay, these are all 565 Sig 200 guillotines as well. Okay. A little prestige increase as well. Okay. It's probably going to be more than the damage that I'm thinking here. I just wanted to be conservative with the values. This bleed is going to be a lot stronger than it says here as well. It's hard to say. It's kind of hard to say just looking at this of how much damage you're actually going to be dealing with Guillotine. I feel like you're going to want to run suicides because of this right here. This is how you're going to gain the souls, by running suicides. I mean, of course, like every time you put the bleeds on the opponent, stuff like that too, but I feel like you are going to want to run suicides with the champ. I also feel like there's not a ton of utility outside of bleed, and then the heal reversal on the special too, which is kind of an outdated way of putting utility into a champion. I kind of wish they put the reverse healing into the special 1, because it's hard to have a special 2 prepped for when you need that reverse healing. The extra duration on it, that really helps, but if I'm gonna use a heal reverse champ, it's probably not gonna be Guillotine. So leads me to believe there's not gonna be that much utility outside of just some damage. So it better be some damn good damage for Guillotine. Otherwise, I don't know, man. Some of her synergies also boost crit per souls and things like that. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at that, I guess. Let's take a look at the synergies too. Superman, Senator Buck, thank you, dude, saying hello, BG, wonderful bald man. How are you tonight? I have Guillotine as a 6-star. Just joined. Is she any good so far? Well, I kind of just gave the recap. I'm reading your message. That was from a few minutes ago. Yeah, so my thoughts initially so far is that she better have some really high damage. Because utility-wise, I don't see much here. I'm a little bit disappointed with her utility, to be honest. Because like I said, you know, here's the other thing too, wait, so is her special gonna hit hard? Hold on. So let me read this heavy attack one again. So 100% chance to inflict a 10-second bleed curse debuff. An opponent with bleed curse suffers a bleed debuff, causing some direct damage over 5 seconds each time they're struck with a special attack. How many hits is her special 2? I don't know how many hits her special 2 is. That'll certainly add some damage, but I don't know, man. It feels like this is all of her utility plus the bleeds, and then when awakened, you're able to put a rupture instead of a bleed. All right, let's look at the synergies. Static sent over 2 saying BG, she's going to be bleed heavy. Yeah, and that's all right, I guess, especially with her awaken ability. But I feel like that's not enough of a utility on its own. We have a lot of champs that deal some good bleed damage. We'll see though. Like I said, it's a little bit hard to say how much damage she's going to deal. If she deals massive damage, okay, you don't necessarily need a ton of utility for a champ that deals massive damage, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of wish that her bleed had a shorter duration to it. Like her bleed had a like a 2-second duration, and that way when you had, you know, deep wounds, It would amplify the damage a lot more. Then again, I mean, I mean, it is a little bit nice when they don't really require you to be running deep wounds, I guess, but the damage would still be identical. It'd only be a positive thing, I think. All right, anyway, let's check out the synergies here. So, friends, honestly, they need to just get rid of this type of synergy altogether, man. I was thinking about it when I was looking at Odin and Thor Ragnarok. Dude, come on. Who cares about 130 armor rating? This is just like a waste of code in the game. I really want them to change the friend synergy just globally to something else. But anyway, it's not even an armor buff, so it doesn't even count as an armor buff, right? All right, Nemesis, +6 attack. Yeah, okay. Probably not going to mean much since she already gains a bunch of attack. We have some increased crit rating. Is there... Oh yeah, we got like multiple synergies here with Guillotine 2099, so that's cool. Wait, what? Anyway, let's just look at these ones. All right. Live and die by the sword. Gain a soul charge every 25 combo. Weak. I would not include Ronan on the team for that. No way in hell. Okay, Huntress of the Contest. Guillotine. Gain 2 soul charges whenever a bleed fails to apply due to immunity. So that'll be pretty strong. This will be very strong, actually. I wish Guillotine was a stronger champion, but this, like, if you know going into it that you're going to be relying on the rupture thing up here, that one with Guillotine is actually super strong. Hold on, let me look on Aunt May real quick. Because are her other synergies just staying the same, or those are just new ones? Let me see here. God, I love the way she looks, man. I hope she's good. I hope she's good, but I'm having a hard time seeing it currently. I do hope she's good though. Okay, so this one with Morning Star here, soul charges take 10 seconds longer to expire, but they don't even well, no, I guess they do expire still. Right? It's just after 10. The first 10 are indefinite, and then the rest have a duration to them. So that could be good. Alright, so we don't need to look at these two. Souls last 30% longer and are paused during either champion special attacks for Strife. Okay. Each soul grants an additional 100 crit rating, so this will be pretty big. But I also am not a huge fan of the Skater Boy over here, but that seems like it's pretty big. Gamora Doofus. What? You lost me with the Gamora Doofus comment. Did I not say Gamora when I was looking at Gamora? Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But okay. So yeah, we already looked at Ronins. So yeah, this one is just changing, right? Our shared curse. Well, is that changing? Dude, does it say it in here? It doesn't say it in here, right? So, okay. So, okay, this will be a gigantic synergy, really, just to have Guillotine 2099 on the team. If she's going to have like multiple synergies and stuff like that, and one of them is just plus 20% bleed ability accuracy and potency, huge synergy. Okay, for Purgatory here, bleed triggered by critical hits have a chance to be critical bleeds, depending on a critical chance. Critical bleeds multiply their damage by guillotines. Okay, so that'll be huge too. Okay, so it feels like she's gonna have massive damage if you include a couple of synergies. This synergy, The Skater Boy Synergy. So you're going to want to run like 3 Synergy champs or something like that. Oh no, guys. What are you guys' thoughts? I just wish she had a bit more utility to her, I guess. Damage, it's so hard to gauge just by reading. I need to do a test. It'll be an easy test too. It'll take no time at all to test this champion when she's live. It's just the utility doesn't feel like there is much there, you know? Think she looks great? I mean, I think she looks great too, man. Just the the model, but ABG, my thoughts. I miss you, Jay. I'm not kidding. Every day I think about sending you a message and then I don't. I type it out and I'm like, no, it's too soon. He needs a little bit of space. But come back, dude. Come back. Come on back. Night Thrasher isn't that bad. He's just in the same category as champs who take too long to meet that damage output that it's usually not worth it. Exactly. He's not unplayable, but why would you ever pick him over someone else unless you just had a personal connection to the champ? You just really enjoyed that champ for whatever reason. I like her already, so I only hope she gets better. Well, it doesn't seem like she's getting worse, so... they should put some of those synergies into her base kit and give her different synergy benefits. The buff seems underwhelming. I see green. Oh, dude, thank you for the buck. That's a bit how I feel as well. But again, it's hard to... Well, for me, it's not even the synergy thing. Like I said, I just wish she had some other utility. It just doesn't feel like there's much for utility here at all. Let's see the strengths. Let's see what Kabam views as the strengths. So high damage potential. You best not be lying, Kabam. I see green. Thank you again for the buck, dude. All right. So stacking bleeds, especially when heavy / special combos can deal some serious damage over time, especially with a high number of soul charges. Okay. Hold on. What is her crit chance as of today? Her crit rate's actually pretty high. Percentage-wise, oh no, it's not that high. I mean, it's not that low either. It's decent. But yeah, so 26% base. So yeah, I do think it'll be around the 35% with the masteries. I don't remember exactly how much the masteries add, but let's just pretend that that's a good estimate. Okay, buff heavy opponents. Opponents who utilize many buffs at one time will quickly realize their folly, as Guillotine's chance to inflict bleeds rises with each buff on the opponent. But you're still only going to be... You're going to apply one... Okay, so let's think about this. So it is a 35% base chance to cause bleed, right? Chance to inflict bleed. You know what we can do too, man? You know what? We got some time to kill, man. Let's get some real numbers here. Okay, so I want to take this number, 756. We're going to go to the calculator, man. Yeah, whatever. All right, so 756 plus, like, so this is like her base crit. Let's get rid of some of these. Confusing as hell over here for a sec. Plus, I think it's 450 from the masteries. I think it's like 425. And then the 25 from the lesser percentage or something like that. So I think it's plus 450. So let's say 1206. So like 36. I was close. So we got like a 36%. We'll figure out some more math in a sec. Hold on. Oh boy, math too? Brian, don't hurt yourself. I'm not there to help you this time. Wow. That's coming from my wife, guys. Oh man. Oh my word, is my husband reading? Yeah, reading and math. All right, Stiatic sent over another buck saying she's gonna be a suicide champ. Life leech is always a good thing. Agreed. High damage potential for sure. Her dot damage looks like it could be very, very high. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, let's continue to figure. So okay, let's say again an opponent with no buffs. Let's take that. And so we'll say 35% of the time, you'll have a or like 36% of all of your attacks. By the way, if there's crit resistance involved, like against Doom, you're effed. A champion where you really need that damage to come through, that damage over time to come through, you're screwed. You're completely screwed. Any champ with crit resistance is going to totally mess up Guillotine's damage like crazy. But let's pretend there is no crit resistance. So 36% of your attacks will have a 35% chance to inflict bleed. So it's like a 12.5% chance. Which means every 8 attacks or so, every combo and a half, you're going to inflict 1 bleed. Now, you are going to increase crit chance with the synergies. Was there something in the base kit that increased crit chance, or was it just the attack? Because we used to have an increase of crit something, whether it was crit chance or crit damage, I'm not sure, but I don't think so here, right? I think it's just I think it would just be through synergies that we can amplify that a bit more. So every 8 attacks, you're going to inflict 1 bleed. Now, of course, it's higher if the opponent has buffs. But most buffs, I want to nullify, dude. If I'm playing up against an opponent that has buffs, I don't want to just inflict a little bit more bleed damage. I want to nullify that buff. I want to get rid of it. And then I want to, you're going to amplify your damage playing someone like Symbiote Supreme or something like that. Or how are you going to fuel Mystic Dispersion if you can't nullify the buffs? Did I miss that? Is that not in her kit? Like, this is a Mystic champion that doesn't have Nullify, doesn't have power control. I don't know, man. I'm really not sold currently. I hope I'm very wrong on Guillotine, but so far it feels like it's gonna be there's gonna be some bleed damage, of course. And then the heal reversal, and then what else? Guillotine, the new Guillotine feels... Okay, so they're going from like... Hold on, let's see. Guillotine, she was added to the game in 2015. It feels like they're turning her into a 2016 champion. When we're playing with 2021 champs in here, man. Like, what is going on? That's what this kit feels like to me. Feels like it's just missing one more key element to her kit. It's just gone. She's got some degen damage. Okay. At the end of the day, it's just more damage. Hold on. What is pain linking? And final hit has a 100% chance to inflict a pain link debuff lasting 10 seconds. While active, any non-physical damage taken by Guillotine is also inflicted on the opponent as physical damage. So, yeah, like I said, I think that's just a defensive thing. Like, if you're fighting against Guillotine, it's going to make it more annoying when she launches a special one. I think that's what that is. By the way, I have been clicking the reconnect button every once in a while. We're for sure still in maintenance. I think the regen ability is just way too OP that they're afraid to add more utility to her. I don't think it's that OP. When we have champs like King Groot and Diablo and stuff like that, their heals are so much stronger. Their kits, their general utility, I think they're even going to have higher damage than Guillotine. I don't know, man. I don't know. Here's what I would say. We can't tell enough just by looking at these numbers. So there's still hope. All right. Don't anyone get too disappointed in what my thought process is on this. But I also would not recommend ranking up your Guillotine yet. Game is up. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? The False sent over 2 saying game on. I'm seeing other people in the chat saying game is up as well. TSK Charles sent over 2 as well saying, hello, bald cap seller. I need a bald calp. Oh, there we go. Wow. Well, in the link in the description, offer code banana, save yourself 15%. You know the deal, man. Get yourself whatever bald cap you want. DeFost, thank you for the 2 and the update. Wow, I can't believe I literally clicked connect like right before you sent that. It didn't connect. I thought you were trolling. TSK Charles, thank you for the 2 as well. Guy Gardner, you had sent over a buck previously that I just hadn't finished my tangent on, so I'm sorry. But your message was, okay, BG, you convinced me. I'll rank her up. Oh, man, no. Don't do it yet. Not yet. All right, don't hate game. It's sent over buck saying, what if they changed her special 1 to nullify, her special 2 to include power gain, and her bleed chance increases for every buff nullified on the opponent? I'm not sure. I think designing characters, as much as I'm critiquing this design here, I don't think it's so easy just to like fix whatever's wrong with a champ, where you're just like, oh yeah, we'll just throw this on this special and like call it a day and we're good, you know? I don't think it's quite that easy. I feel like there should be something a little bit more to it than that. It's one of those things where I feel like it's easy to critique a champ, but it's like a lot harder to actually come up with something that's unique and cool and fits the champion and stuff like that. So I would have to really think about it for a while. But it feels like something's missing. I just have that feeling that something's missing. Possibly 2 things. Because there's not much there, man. Ugh. Mine's not up on Colorado. Yeah, so depending on where you are in the world, depending on if you're on iOS or Android, the game might still be down for you. It's not up for everyone. It always does. Every single maintenance, this is always how it works. You have to just kind of keep checking every few minutes, and eventually it'll be up for you. It just varies for people, because if they allowed everyone to reconnect at the same time, that would blow out the servers. So totally normal, expected. All right, I'm happy I continued the stream, because now I know about Guillotine, and maintenance was up way faster than expected. So cool. Let's get some arena in. That reminds me, what's a bald calp? I don't know, dude. You're gonna have to tell me what a bald calp is, because I don't know. Alright, all of my 5 and 6 stars should be on cooldown, but I'm gonna clear the helps out just in case there's a hidden one. Some hidden champs that I can use. CN Dingo Virtue sent over to. Thanks, dude. Saying. Seeing Dean go for 2. Oh, like seeing as in CN. Oh, man. CN Dean go for 2. Wow. Well, thank you very much for the 2, dude. Agent Carmichael sending over a buck saying they should have made Guillotine damage like Diablo, but with bleeds. Maybe it is like that. Or do you just mean like with the ability to refresh them? Yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know what they should have done with the champ. I think it's a lot easy. It's super easy to critique champs, in my opinion. Super easy. I could tell right away what's missing. I mean, with some champs, yeah, more time's required. But you can tell if a champion's kit feels complete. Or if the champion feels like it's missing something at least, right? I feel like that's kind of easy to detect. But as far as putting your finger on exactly what the problem is, it's not that easy. Oh, look at this. My 6-star Warlock is up. That might be my only 6-star that's available, but that means the rest of them will be up soon, so that's good. Alright, well, let's run some 4-stars in the meantime. Prison Mike sent an over $1. Thank you, dude. Prison Mike, I don't see a message, and normally there is a message from you, so I don't know what happened. Maybe YouTube ate the message. But I got nothing from you, dude. Control F'd it and everything. Nothing here. Try sending it again. Perhaps. I don't know why. I still don't know why YouTube does this. I can't remember if you use Twitter or not, but if you use Twitter, could always try to send the message there too. All right. Let me know. I'll try to check back and see if there's a message in a couple minutes. Hey BG, you just woke up. Happy to see you live. Welcome. And Drusha. Apparently your people are upset that the game is not up on their phone. Yeah, that happens every single maintenance. Sorry guys, there's nothing I can do about it. The game will be up pretty soon. You don't need to keep spamming that it's still down for you. It will be up soon. Probably within a matter of a couple of minutes. That is what all buffs should be doing. New characters are a different story because they can't breach the embargo on future release scheduling, but for an already existing ones, I don't see why not. Don't see why not what? I'm just saying we voted for this buff. They should have consulted the community. Oh, I see. Should have consulted the community on her kit updates along the way, since it seems the design team is out of touch from what the players actually want. Yeah, I think it would be cool if they did that, but I also do think that adds a lot more to the development time. I know it added time when I helped to make iBomb, and I was just one person that they were talking to, versus trying to get feedback from like the whole community and stuff. It'd be cool to see, but I get why they don't really do it. Hold on. What's the availability? What? How did this happen? I literally have one champion that's available, and the next champion doesn't come up for like an hour. Did my entire alliance troll me? And they're like, hey, everyone, clear helps for BG, but only Warlock. Like, what the hell, dude? Alright, well, it's weird. Alright, Prison Mike, I do see a message from you saying, apparently someone ate my message. It was a funny joke, so just laugh now and it's fine. Oh. There you go. I mean, no one deleted your message. If someone deleted it, I would still be able to see whatever message got deleted. So I know it wasn't that, by the way, just in case you were thinking that's what happened. It was definitely just an issue with YouTube itself, where sometimes the messages just don't go through. If you could see, wait, what? If you could see, and 2099, who would I be for me? It would be Wolverine and Venom 29. Oh, is that just a 2099 version of the characters? That's what we were asking? I don't know. I don't even know what characters are already from the future, if they are. Are any of these characters from the future? I don't know. my favorite characters, I'm not sure how well they would translate to being a 2099 version. Like Man-Thing or a Rocket or a Medusa, or I feel like all these champs wouldn't look that good as 2099 versions. So I don't know. I have to think about that one for a while, probably. My game isn't. Wait, never mind. Good luck on the grind. Thanks, Omar. Need toilet paper. Uh-oh. That's not a good thing to say. Dude, if you're reaching out to a live stream for toilet paper, you've hit... Like, that's the last resort. If you're out of toilet paper and there's no one else around and you're just like, oh, God, what can I even do? I don't know. Maybe someone in this live stream can help me out. You're really reaching at that point. Good luck. I hope you didn't eat Taco Bell. I think Guillotine's kit is fine. Her utility is to be a Mystic Bleeder. I don't think every buff should be a Diablo tier, and she seems to fit her role fine. I also don't think Champion should be Diablo tier. I think Diablo is OP. I think he should have never been released in his current form. But there's a difference between like just being blatantly overpowered, like stat-wise, like Diablo's kit. Diablo's kit is not that crazy. Like the amount of utility in his kit, it's not off the charts. It's just the numbers were tuned very high for Diablo. But Diablo still feels like he has some purpose, even if his numbers weren't as high. I don't know, man. I just don't see it with Guillotine. Like I said, if his if her damage is very high, then you can get away with saying, well, we don't really need much for utility. But otherwise, there's so many champs in this game that already do bleed. It's like the most common debuff in the game. It'd be more understandable for someone like, you know, Black Widow Deodorant that just has a hefty amount of shock damage, because there's not that many sources of shock damage. But for someone, for their thing to be bleed, and I mean, the Awaken ability does turn that bleed into Rupture, so that's neat. It's almost like, man, if... maybe, you know what it is? Okay. This is, I think, what should have been done. I think her Awakened ability should be baseline. And then give her a new Awakened ability. I think if her thing is that she's going to deal lots of bleed damage and a third of the game, or I don't know. Actually, hold on. Can we see how many champs in this game are bleed immune? It's more than a third, I think. If you count all the champs that can shrug off debuffs and stuff like that, or are super bleed resistant. But let me just go to Aunt May real quick. I just want actual bleed immunity. I want to see what that pulls up. Wow, only 28? Really? Okay. Well, a little over 10%, about like 15% roughly, a little under 15% is actually immune to bleeds. But like I said, this doesn't include the bleed resistant like Omega Red or Red Mags. Doesn't include all the skill champs that can shrug off the bleeds and stuff like that. So, how many are poison immune? Wow, there's more. There's, okay. More poison. Wow. I didn't realize Kitty Pryde was poison immune. I still gotta play with her more. Okay. There's a lot of champs that interact with bleed outside of this, though. So just as like a rough estimate, I'm gonna say like a third of the game has some sort of interaction with bleed. That it makes it difficult to use bleed-based champs that are like reliant on making the opponent bleed. So I feel like her Awakened ability should just be like a baseline ability. And then I don't know what should be in place of it, but I feel like something should. And that would be a good way to kind of cap off her kit. That way she can still deal damage on Awakened, but then you give her that utility Awaken or something like that. I think that since the Guillotine buff was chosen by the community, they ought to do better than half-ass buff. See, I agree, except I would take out the part of chosen by the community. I don't think any of these buffs should be half-ass buffs. Some of them can be. Some of them can be. Kitty isn't poison immune, I think. Wait, what? Is Aunt May? Hold on a sec. Did they just put her in the poison immune category since while phased you take no damage from any source? Immune to incinerate. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. I mean, Aunt May takes the info like directly from the game. So I wonder if there's some weird thing in game right now where she actually... Yeah, she's not listed here for bleed immunity. I wonder if there's some weird... Can anyone go fight a Kitty Pryde and see if you could apply poison to her and like have it deal damage? That's weird. Okay. That is strange. Don't think we did vote for her? You're saying more people voted for Ant-Man? I mean, people definitely voted for Guillotine. Dang, dude. I hope that I'm just underestimating her. Like I said, we need to actually test the champ. Don't be too disappointed in Guillotine yet. It's just my initial reactions. But I really want a Guillotine to be good, man. I think she's super cool. She still has one of my favorite motion comics. The one where, I mean, technically I think it's for Morningstar, really, but she's in it because, well, you know, that whole storyline. But I like the way she looks. I'm a sucker for characters that just have gigantic swords that no one would actually be able to carry because they're so massive. I'm a sucker for that type of stuff. The old Final Fantasy VII swords. And just like, I don't know, it's a mystic champion that feels like, I will say this, I feel like they nailed the part where she looks like she'd be more of a fighter rather than like a spell slinger. You know, she looks like she would just get into a brawl with someone and slice them up with her sword rather than stand back and toss a spell the same way that Symbiote or Sorcerer Supreme would or Doctor Strange. So I do feel like her abilities, they're matching her looks. It just still feels like something's missing though. Guy Gardner sent over Buck. Thank you, dude, saying I voted for Guillotine, and I think she is getting dismissed hard. I think she will be useful, especially as champs get higher health pools. Higher health pools. I'm curious why you include that last bit there. I think she'll be useful, especially as champs get higher health pools. What am I missing that she would be better as against higher health pools? Just because she would have more time to build her charges? Is that what you're saying? Matthew Aragon sending over 1312. Thank you very much. Saying, how would you feel about a third champ arena due to the fact that it feels impossible for a player like myself, recently calved, to get any champ? Top tier players take all the champs. I can only put up 12 mil. I don't think that you need to get the champs to benefit a lot from the arena. Most of the arenas, I'm not grinding for the champion. I think it's an odd, I don't even know what you call it, quirk? Quirk's probably not the right word. But it is an odd thing about the arenas where, like, that is one of the things that arena players they're working towards constantly, is making, you know, making their roster bigger and better and stronger. That way they can put up more points. So if you added another arena where you kind of dismiss all that stuff just to give more players, you know, the access to the highest rewards and stuff, that'd feel kind of bad for all the people that put the work in. So yeah, man, I don't know if this is the answer that you were necessarily looking for, but I think that just going for the milestones is something that people should be happy with for the most part. Like the arenas. So you said you're recently Cav, right? Well, when I was recently Cav, we didn't have access to as many shards from the arenas. So like you're still getting more rewards today than when Cav was new to the game in general, kind of thing. So like your rewards, they are still better. It's just compared to players who are able to go for, you know, that like the highest champs and stuff like that, it might not seem like it. There's quite a few champs that you're not far away from being able to get as well, where maybe today you're not able to put up a high enough score, but I don't think you're that far away from being able to put up, like, you said you could put up 12 mil, right? A lot of these champs, they go for like the mid-teens. You know, you can get a very powerful 5-star champ for like 16 million points. That back, again, when I was a fresh Cav, that 16 million point champ would have went for like 80 million points or something, you know? So yeah, sorry man, it's probably not the answer you're looking for, but that's kind of my thoughts on it. It is one of the reasons why players are working towards their roster still, to kind of try to get that leg up over other players, you know? If you keep at it, you'll get there, but again, even just the milestones, super rewarding. Now, something that they need to do that will help the situation is get rid of all the bots and stuff like that. They've started cleaning up some of the bots. I mean, they're always working towards getting rid of bots, right? But it got really out of hand for a little while. I think they're doing I think they've recently gotten rid of a lot of the bots. You just don't hear people talk about it as much because, I mean, if you're a bot, you don't really complain, right? You just you're a bot. It's not like someone who got banned for piloting an alliance war or something like that, right? But they still need to do a better job and keep cleaning up the bots, and that will open up the rewards for other people more. It'll drop some of the scores down and stuff. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Hey BG, I feel like I should apologize for this, so I am. I duped my 6-star King Groot earlier today. I'm sorry, dude. Don't ever apologize, man. Congrats. I want to do my King Groot, yeah, but that doesn't mean like I don't want anyone else to have the champ. Dude's a beast. Congratulations, man. Congrats. Wait, I thought I had to put up crazy numbers to get a 5-star. How many 5-star champs have you accidentally got? Somebody accidentally getting champs? Actually, people oh man, excuse me. People have kind of always accidentally gotten some champs. These high ones probably don't happen too much. The ones that are currently in the arena, but where does 10 mil place at rank rewards? I'm not sure. Which arena are you even talking about? I'm assuming the featured arena. I really think, for the most part, it's better just to like hit the milestones and then move on to another arena. Like if you don't have many 6-star champions either, spread the love. Toss your 6-star champs into the featured arena. Toss your 5 into the basic. And your 4s into the trials arena. Rather than just like going all in on a featured arena or something like that. To try to get the final milestones there. Like, you're going to gain way more units if you spread out your champions and kind of maximize their effectiveness. Yo, BG, how are you? Apu Das, what up, man? I'm doing good, dude. I feel like my score in the arena is not in a terrible place. Could be higher, always could be higher, right? But I still have another round of 5 and 6 stars to run tonight. Which, I guess the 6 stars, they'll be up like pretty much right after. I think they're both, the timing of it, man. The timing of my arena rounds, it's just slightly off. It's kind of messing me up. But I think my 5 and 6 star champs, they're going to be up right around the same time, which is like 35 minutes from now, something like that. I have 7 units. Should I grind the arena? Hunter, you do you, man. Oh my god. 7 units. Whew. Took my King Groot to rank 2 today. Nice. He's awakened, and I mainly did it because of you. Well, congrats, man. Debating rank 3. I mean, he's worth it, but I would say you kind of want a decent sig level before you take a King Groot to rank 3. Yeah. I mean, you know what? I guess I forget sometimes that people don't already have ranked up 5-star King Groots, because most people hated the champion. Here I'm thinking, like, King Groot's always been good. What are you guys talking about? So, yeah, like, I already had a 5-star ranked up. I guess if you don't have a 5-star ranked up, it's a lot easier to justify ranking up the 6-star. But I still feel like without a decent sig level, the healing, it's still good, but it's not like insane. As a 6-star, I feel like I'd want to get him to like sig 60 or 80 or something like that. Do you think Diablo is a valid second to rank 5? If you run suicides, yes. If you don't run suicides, I would say no. Well, it depends on who else you have. Diablo, he's so poisoned, like poison focused, that if he's your second rank 5, you're gonna run into a lot of fights where he's not gonna be too effective. The more champions you have, the more specialized you can get for each champ. But still, if you run suicides, he's that good. He's insane. And yes, you would what's it called? You would want to rank him up still. So might as well let me post about Garfield, literally 1984. I don't even know what you're talking about. Are you... I think Garfield should get added to the game. Oh, did you get timed out because you said I'll kill everyone? Is that why you got timed out? Yeah, man. If you say stuff like that again, I'm just gonna ban you. So, don't pretend like you're just talking about Garfield. If you haven't gotten a champion from an arena grind to the milestone, free 3-star and 4-star. That's true too. Those are some great rewards right there. I know this is a little late, but I'm loving Miles' buff. You know, I haven't looked at Miles Morales' buff yet. BG Guillotine is going to be the Mystic Wolverine in a way. Any thoughts about that? Wolverine's not good enough. So I hope she's better than the Mystic Wolverine. Because Wolverine's kit is super basic, super old. So... after your auto video, I ranked 6-star King Groot to rank 3 and sigged up to 100. Still very hard to auto fight Realm of Legends, even at sig 100. With suicide. Okay, yeah. Running suicides hurts King Groot's auto fight abilities a lot. That's why in the follow-up video I said, like, without suicides, King Groot is gonna be like Diablo with suicides is the best, and King Groot I wasn't sure about, but I didn't think he'd be great with suicides. What was I gonna say? But yeah, his Sig ability, it scales super well. Like the more Sigs you have, whereas some champs, they don't gain as much benefit. So for him to auto fight, you really do want him to be at a very high Sig level. What's up, BG? What up, Peanach? Does anyone really retire from this game? I'm done for real this time, but still check the phone like AQ or War is on. Oh man. It's a good question, Hinach. I don't know. I think Cade made it out. I think he made it out alive. I think he's the only one. Oh, man. PP sent it over $1. Thank you, dude. Shrine. Hey BG, Sasquatch gets confused with Bigfoot all the time. Yeti never complains. Okay, yeah. Boo. I thought you said you wanted more basic kits in your State of the Game video. Basic kits that are good, sure. Kits that don't have 14 pages of descriptions but still have like useful abilities, sure. This is not that. BG, I'm uncollected and just want to know which 5-star champ do I take to rank 5, Angela or Spider-Man's Dark Enhanced? Hold on. Ooh, that's a tough one, man. Both those champs are pretty good. I would say if Angela's awakened, I would definitely favor Angela personally. Unawakened, it's kind of a toss-up. Unawakened, I would say personal preference. You could really go either way. Both those champs, I'd say, are about equal in terms of just general usefulness. I typically like to use Angela more than Spider-Man, but that's because I also kind of favor champions that are sustainable. They've got some form of healing. Compared to someone that's a little bit more of a glass cannon like Stark Spidey. But that's not to say that Stark Spidey's a worse champ. It's just that's what I naturally gravitate towards is Angela over Spidey. But if I was just thinking about them in a more objective way, I'd say they're both similar in terms of overall power. So just whichever one tickles your fancy more would be good. How is Venompool? Quite strong these days. He got buffed recently. He used to be absolutely terrible. But nowadays, he's pretty strong. If you just pulled him, congratulations. Just a theory, but if you fight Guillotine with Torch, and she launched a special one with 10 souls, would Torch melt? Possibly. Yeah, I feel like it is going to be a bit more annoying fighting against Guillotine because of stuff like that, but... yeah. I think Torch would melt. Wait, what? It gets reflected back as physical damage? Or what was it? Let's see. Final hit has a 100% chance to inflict pain link debuff lasting 10 seconds while active. Any non-physical damage taken by Guillotine is also inflicted on the opponent as physical damage. So yeah. Hold on. It seems like it, right? But this game sometimes is a little bit confusing, so I'm just rereading again. So any non-physical damage taken, yeah, so it's just taken. It doesn't even have to be like applied during the 10-second duration. It's just whenever you're taking damage. So yeah, you have to be really careful about that playing as someone like Torch, because you will melt yourself. Absolutely. It seems like it at least. Seems like. So no Nimrod grind? I don't think so, Alan. I wasn't too sold on the champ. I still haven't been able to connect to the CCP to test, but I'm not too sold on the champ, so probably not going to be grinding for Nimrod. He might be a fine champion, but they have to be really good to be worth grinding for feature champs these days, because they're going to go for... Nimrod's going to go for something stupid like 150 million points, so I would have to chuck a ton of units to get him. Hunter, my goodness, dude. Have you still not figured out the copy and paste? Oh my goodness. Come on, man. So BG, actual advice question for once. I'm sitting on a skill tier 5 and got a Kingpin unduped and a Sig 60 Thor Rags. Since he's about to get buffed, I'm contemplating what to do. My alliance wants Rags, but I don't. Well, it's too early to say. I do think Kingpin will still be the better of the two champs, but we don't know for sure. I would sit tight, man. Wait for the buff to actually come out. Maybe you'll like Thorax. Maybe he will be better. Torch counter confirmed, yeah. Like a damage reflectability like that is pretty annoying too, because it's totally just, hey, when this champ's on defense, you're gonna hate it, but offensively, you're going to ignore that ability. So okay. Let's think about Mysterio for a minute, because Mysterio, I would say offensively, he feels like he's got something lacking in him as well. And part of it is because his specials feel like they're to annoy you when you're fighting against the champion. So maybe that's part of it too, is a champion like Guillotine here. She doesn't have much utility to begin with, and one of her pieces of utility off of her special one seems like it's just there to annoy you. So it has this kind of compounding effect where it like her kit outside of her specials didn't really have much except for the bleeds, and then you look at her specials and one of her specials is kind of just crossed off as you're not going to use this. So if there was more in her base kit and then they still included that on her special one, it'd be like, okay, that's cool. Or, you know, just to not have both of those things together like that. A little bit of lacking base kit and then a defensive only L1. I don't know, man. It's a weird situation. Can't copy and paste on mobile. It doesn't work. Sorry for the wild chat goose chase, but the help is very appreciated. You absolutely can. Don't tell me you can't. You can copy the message before you send it. Do not lie to me, Hunter. Can you not do that? Is that actually a thing? Am I the one lying? Maybe I am. I don't know. I don't think she would be bad because she can't nullify. Omega Red is god tier even if he doesn't do special damage with prowess. You're right. Prowess is not that important to have though. Prowess is just a damage multiplier. If you already have high damage, you don't need a damage multiplier. It's an entirely different thing than something like a nullify ability. I'm not saying Guillotine needs to nullify. I'm just saying, like, that is something like they could have added, right? They could have added a nullify. They could have added some sort of power control. They could have added something else entirely. It doesn't matter what they add, really. I mean, it does matter what they add, but I just mean like they needed something more. I think they needed a +1, and that +1 up to creative freedom. You know, whatever the devs could come up with, whatever they think that the players need. It doesn't have to be one thing in particular, though. It could have been any number of things. I don't know that you can do it before posting it. I'm technology handicapped, okay, but now I know. I feel like we've had this conversation before, but either way, it's okay. Still love you. EG, what's your view on the current balance of the game? That's it right there, man. Just, I don't know. I think there's a lot of champions that are overtuned and a lot of champs that are undertuned. You could make the argument that that's how it's supposed to be, though. So it's very subjective, I would say. I would personally prefer the game to be a little bit more balanced. Like, not every champion, like, if we think about it like a graph, right? And there's just like this straight line across the board. Not every champ needs to sit on that line. There's going to be champs that are a little bit above, a little bit below. But instead of having like a massive gap between the strongest and the weakest, ideally it would just be kind of, you know, reined in a little bit more. And right now I feel like it's not like that. The let me say this too. All right, I've been demonstrating this a little bit and talking about it. If I haven't been demonstrating it, because it's hard to demonstrate it repeatedly. But someone like King Groot might be thinking like, what's the problem if this dude's busted? What's the problem if he's OP? Because then when you're playing him, you don't even need to dodge special attacks. You're just like taking away a part of the game. And for some people, that's awesome. You know, they don't want to dodge special attacks. But for the other people that are like, you know, they want to be challenged and stuff like that. Well, I mean, yeah, you could choose to not play a champ that's OP, and you can kind of choose to have that challenge. But if that option exists, well, why not just play that option? But like I literally, instead of baiting out a special in Alliance Quest last night, it was day 4 of map 7. Yesterday was. And instead of baiting out a special, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to push him to a special 3. I was using a 5-star rank 5 King Groot. It's not some OP, just got a 6-star to rank 4 or something like that. No, it's just a 565. And we're in top 20 for prestige, so this is some hard-hitting opponents. And I just said, I'm not going to bother baiting out specials. I'm going to push the opponent to a special 3, because who cares? It doesn't matter. And when things like that start to not matter, the game starts to, like, it's just like one piece of the game that's just kind of taken away. And then other champs who aren't capable of doing things like that, they're just gonna feel like they're not even worth playing. They're gonna feel underwhelming. Maybe if it wasn't for champs like Diablo and the King Groot buff and stuff like that, maybe the healing from Guillotine would have felt better. But now that we have these champs to compare to, I think it's gonna be underwhelming. I actually don't think her healing is gonna be that bad. It's just not gonna be on the insanity level, that's all. But I actually do think her healing is gonna be pretty good. That's not the problem with her kit. That was just more so talking about King Groot and Diablo. But I don't think the healing is the problem with Guillotine's kit. I think that's totally fine. Oof, game crash. ABG, Twitter please, under mother. 1 Twitter check coming your way. Let's see if I can find you. I can't find you. I don't have a tweet from you. Did you change your name or anything? If you changed your name, you gotta let me know. Or if it was... I checked like 5 hours back. If it was later than that, you'll have to send it again or tag me again. But I got nothing recently. Brian, can you please mention me? Well, you asked so nicely. Sure. What's up? Hashir? Is that right? Oh, and then you got timed out. Were you spamming? A little bit spammy there. Try to put your messages instead of one word and hitting enter and then another word and hitting enter. Try to group them up. 2% heal for all the damage. I think that's going to be great. Damage, though, we have to test it. Yeah, like I said, the heal is not the problem. The heal is fine. It'll be nice to have. It'll allow you to balance out suicides and all that good stuff. It's just the other utility and all that. Alright. This is weird. You sent this over. Oh, I see. I wasn't tagged. I was gonna say this was 3 hours ago, but yeah, that's why. All right, Guillotine destroys Mystic variant 2.2. Hold on a sec. Okay, we got Purgatory on the team. Venom synergizes as well. What was Purgatory's? I already closed it. I'm too lazy to open it again. Which fight is this? Okay, so it's just a storm, so you wouldn't really need any utility. And it's a node that has healing. Oh wait, isn't there some node? Yeah, variant 2.2. This has like some crazy node to it though, right? I mean, hey, it's still cool that you're having fun with Guillotine. Don't let me take that away from you, but at the same time, I thought this was like one of those like, oh, Guillotine's underrated type things or something like that. I was thrown off by it. That's cool that you're having some fun with her though. Okay. Every single message that person left was trolling. Yeah, easy. I was about to ban them myself, so there's just someone looking for attention. I don't know. We're all looking for attention, but you don't gotta be annoying about it, you know? Jeez. Sheesh. You know what I mean? Anyway, Messiah sending over 20. Messiah, dude, thank you very much. Saying let's just start the night of proper LOL. We need more day streams, old man. Where is Mean Pixie? Hi, Laura. I didn't do this. The old Vine made me do it. I don't know if I get all of those references. The old Vine made me do it. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I didn't really use Vine. I actually made 2 Vines though. I wish I knew how to. I don't know if I have. I doubt I have the videos saved anywhere because they were such stupid little videos. But I kind of wish I had them just to look back, cringe a little bit, like, oh man, that was a terrible video. Oof. But I'd watch it. I'd share it with you guys if I could. But anyway. Messiah, dude, thank you very much for the 20. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. I'm done with chat later. Oh, Pixie Bell's out. Later, Pixie Bell. BG, what's the better approach? Start exploring 6.2 and on. 6.2 and on, or 100% more variants. Recent 3 are 100%, and other are base clear except 4 and 1. I I would say at this point, Act 6. You could go either way. There's no right or wrong answer, but if you've already 100% the newest ones, and you've done single clears on a bunch of the others, yeah, I think at this point, it'd be good to start heading your way towards the Grandmaster. Eventually, you're gonna, what's it called? You're gonna form that tier 5 class catalyst, and, oh, wait. You say start exploring, so you probably already have done a single clear. Oh, ooh, geez. Ooh, yeah, the 5 stars, oh man, they've been up for a while. I've been wasting my time on the 4 stars. Damn. Jay, I'm not sure which one is going to be better. I'd say they're somewhat similar of what they're going to give. As long as you already did a single clear throughout, like, all of Act 6. I would say this. Try to do it, like, if you haven't already unlocked Act 7, first off, unlock Act 7. But then explore Act 7. Skip Act 6. Like, you can always go back to it and all that, but at this point, we're getting close to the 3rd chapter of Act 7 being released. And it'll be nice to start working towards 100% clearing Act 7. That way, when the final chapter is released some, I don't know, 5 months after 7.3 or whatever it is, you'll be in a position where you can claim the 100% Act 7 rewards much more quickly. So, yeah. Find old, TikTok new, yeah. Oh, if someone was asking what it was, yeah. They're basically the same thing, right? Actually, I've never used TikTok. So I never really used Vine either. I said I made a couple Vines, which is true. But the only reason I did that was it was just like a creative challenge where you know, you just have to put yourself in like a different mindset to make a full video in 6 seconds. This was before I was making videos. It was just easy to get into as well, which is part of the reason why Vine and TikTok are so popular. It's kind of daunting trying to make like an entire YouTube video if you've never done it, but you're like 6 seconds. Okay, I could probably. It might not be good, but I could do something for 6 seconds. Damn, that ain't that bad. ABG became Cav yesterday, and now I don't know whether I should explore Act 4 or 5 or start variants. If you became Cav, I would say hit the variants. If you haven't already explored Act 4, though, I mean, if you don't have the champions to do a variant yet, then explore Act 4. Forget about Act 5. But Act 4, that's something I usually recommend exploring before you even get uncollected. So, I hate this guy, man. I hate everything about Super Scroll. I hate fighting as him. I hate fighting against him. I just hate this champion so much. I can do something for 6 seconds. That ain't bad. Story, oh my god. Ethan said it over 5. Ethan, thank you very much. Saying, hey BG, would I be able to grind for a 6-star, 18 max 4 stars, 28 above rank 4 or 5 stars, and 76 6 stars? Would you ever make an arena grind guide / tips video? Heart your vids. Well, thank you, dude. Yes. I've been meaning to make some updated arena videos for a while now, so to answer your question, if I'm going to make more videos about that, yes. As far as your first question, though, if you'd be able to grind for a 6-star, I don't know if I necessarily have an answer for you. Here's what I recommend doing. Run all of those champs. First off, it's going to be extremely difficult to go for most of the featured champions with that roster. The basic champions, you can probably get a good number of the basics, the ones that don't go for that high of a score at least. But what you got to do to get a more accurate estimate of the score that you can put up is just run all of those champs in the arena and just like write down, take note, like separate it out. So run all of your 6 stars, see how many points that gives you, run all your 5 stars that you can and see how many points that gives you. Same thing with your 4 stars. And then you can kind of just multiply, like, okay, if my 5-star champs gave 3 million points, well, I can run those, you know, 3 times a day, technically one right before the arena ends, so like 10 in total. So you just gotta kind of do a little bit of math. But everyone's champions are different, so it's one of those things where you kind of have to just test it out and then, you know, calculate it. There might be an arena point calculator out there somewhere. I want to say maybe Cam made one where you can kind of fill that information in, so it takes away a little bit of the work, but it's really not that much work they have to do. You're just writing down the numbers and then just multiplying and then adding the results together. So it's not too complicated of math. Whoops. But yeah, so I can't tell you exactly, but try it out. I think you would be able to, though. Just thinking about the number of 6 stars that you have, you don't have that many ranked up 5 stars, so that might be holding things back a little bit. But I think you would be able to pick up the lower score 6-star basic champs. Sick Juggalo sent over bucks saying, hey BG, would you have any advice on 7.1.5? Nope. Sorry, man. 7.1.5. I have no idea what that map even looks like. I did a Legends run for 7.1. Who's the boss of that quest even? I've got no clue, man. I could take a super quick look in that quest. Hard to spend a lot of time looking around at a quest right now while grinding for a champion. But let me pop in there and see if anything even rings a bell. 7.1.5. Most of these quests, if you've made it to a quest deep in Act 7, it's not harder than Act 6. Whoops, I went to the wrong book. It's not harder than Act 6. So, like, honestly, if you've made it that far, you might not really even need advice. It's just a matter of like, all right, pick a path, go for it. But let me see if I remember any of this. Is this? No. Yeah, is this the one where can you stun lock in here with Ronin? With unlimited power? Yeah. For each debuff the defender has suffered, or is this the one? Oh man. Hold the line. The attacker gains up to plus 80% block efficiency at all times, scaling with the current drone. Oh, never mind. It's not even a global, really. No, man, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure this might be the map where you can stun lock that path with Ronin. But I don't really have much for advice, dude. I'm sorry. I did a Legends run, and anytime I do a Legends run, I remember much less about the run itself, because you kind of ignore whatever nodes are there and you just plow through any way you can. You just barrel your way through with a ghost or something like that. And I did that like almost a year ago probably or something. So yeah, unfortunately I don't have any tips. Super Scroll is a super underrated defender. He is a bit underrated, yeah. I still don't think he's that difficult to fight, just because Doom exists. And the few times I've had to fight him in war, I feel like I didn't even really know exactly what I was doing, and I kind of just doomed him. But he is very annoying to fight against. It's that falter. I think it comes around every 20 seconds. It caught me off guard the first time it happened. I didn't realize he had that. And luckily, I just tanked a special 3 from Super Scroll because, you know, my special whiffed with Doom. Like, I was trying to use a special 1, and it whiffed because the falter. And, yeah, I was just able to tank it no problem because, yeah, like I said, Doom. He's just so OP. But, he certainly can be very annoying. Alright, B. Daniels. Yeah, Overbuck saying, so BG, I'm thinking I might take a break from high-tier gameplay and YouTube till end of the year. Not having fun anymore, and also would save a ton of money. Smartest choice, but it makes me sad to leave, peeps. B. Daniels, as much as I don't want to see you go, sometimes you gotta do it, man. Sometimes you gotta do, what's best for you. If you think that's what's best for you, you don't have to leave forever, you know? Come on back. I'm sure most of us will still be here, man. It's kind of like what Hinach was saying earlier, you know? You could take breaks from this game, but the Battle Realm, it knows you'll be back, you know? So, yeah. But yeah, dude. Just remind you that Level Up event is on. Oh my god! Dude, thank you so much for reminding me. Seriously. I was looking to do some leveling up today, and the event hadn't began yet. And I completely forgot about it until I read that comment. I have not done any leveling up today yet. So yeah. And this is a big level up. I don't know for sure, but I think I might be able to get all of my 5-star champs to rank 3 in this level up. There's only a few that I don't have a rank 3 yet. Something I've been working towards for a very long time.
Man loves beans.
As anyone who watches the mass rank ups will know. Yeah, look at that, man. Level up. All right, good. I claimed my. Yeah, if you guys didn't claim your Fun in the Sun yet, claim that. I hit the helps, right? I think this is my 3rd time checking today. Yep, okay. All right, Jay, send it over to, thank you, Jay. Saying, hey, BG, any advice on 6.2.6 quest? I got 5-star Symbiote Supreme to rank 4, pretty much exclusively for the champion boss, because I don't really love the champ. Gotcha, man. Yeah, so I got a couple tips for that quest. I did use Symbiote Supreme for, I think, every single one of my clears. I really enjoyed the champion for that fight, but I also kind of like that champ just in general, so it might be a situation where, you know, your mileage may vary kind of thing. But I would say your first run through, first off, like, do not try to take any of the spiral swoops or whatever. Like, just go straight down the middle. If you really want to, you can, you know, maybe take one loop or something like that, but I kind of recommend just going right down the middle. Because the champion boss, like, the path down the middle is not that bad, and this will get you used to the champion boss. There are still some annoying fights on that path, like the magic, but anyway. When you actually get to the champion himself, first off, you're going to want Mystic Dispersion. I'd say you want minimum rank 3 Mystic Dispersion, but the higher the better. And as far as the playstyle goes, you really just want to, you know, get to a special 3 first. And then when you have all of Symbiote Supreme's modes active, you know, you can pop special 2s. But it's like if you don't get any special 2s in between special 3s, that's totally fine. If you just keep spamming special 3s, if you just keep gaining all that power and everything, yeah. That'll do it pretty much, man. I don't know if I have much else for tips. I mean, you know, the champion fight himself, you definitely want to watch a video that goes through the phases. Off the top of my head, the worst phase is actually, no, you know, I do have a couple more tips about that fight. The worst phase is the 40% to 10% phase, in my opinion. Where his medium attacks are unblockable. So it makes it very difficult to parry. That's one of the reasons why Symbiote Supreme is good for that fight, especially with Mystic Dispersion, because you'll still gain power without actually having to, you know, find other openings. For the final 10% phase, you're going to want to heal. So if you could farm some potions ahead of time, or, you know, just save your potions from the 22-hour solo events, or however you get potions. However you get potions, you want some potions for that fight. And I would say it matters the most in that final 10% phase. You don't necessarily need to heal for every single fight that you do, but for the final 10% phase, it makes getting the charges off them so much easier. There are ways where you can get the charges off of the champion without ever blocking a hit, but dude, I can't do it. So if you're you know, practice with that, like, awesome, more power to you. But for me, I just block some hits and then I dex the final hit, and you do that 3 times and you're good to go. So yeah, potions, do not underestimate the power of potions for that fight. But otherwise, I think that's it. Check out a fight, you know, maybe do some practice duels even if you want to take things to that level, just to get used to his animations, but that's pretty much it. All right, Ziski sending over $1 saying, yo BG, your go-to vending machine purchase: chips, pretzels, I think that you say it, yeah, Chex Mix. I love Chex Mix. Cookies, mini donuts, candy bar, trail mix, Starburst / Skittles, cup o soup, corn / bean burrito, or other. First off, pretty rare that I get anything from a vending machine, because it's all overpriced. I think my go-to, the rare times that I was getting something at the vending machine, we had at my job we had Sour Patch Kids, and I would get Sour Patch Kids. But yeah, man, Chex Mix, I love Chex Mix. Just going through some of those ones. Chips, pretzels, yeah. Raisin, I think we had Raisinets in the machine too. I think I got those a few times. I'm not even a big fan of chocolate, but I always did like Raisinets. But yeah, dude, vending machines. Oh man, I couldn't even tell you the last time I got something out of a vending machine. I have no idea. Probably years. B Daniels and an overbuck saying, I've already been in my buddy's tier 15 War Map 1 Alliance for over a month and have no desire to go back except been watching YouTube vids. That's why I'm gonna include YouTube. Okay. Holy crap, I just got annihilated. That sucked. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, man, like I said, sometimes you do what you gotta do. Whatever it's gonna make you happy, you know. We're sad to see you go. Hope to see you come back, but at the same time, if you're happy when you go, well, I understand it. Keep doing whatever makes you happy. Haley's and an overbuck saying, happy birthday to me. I haven't slept in 21 hours. Oh man. For good reasons or bad? Just got done with my birthday party. Glad I'm getting to catch the end of the stream. Yeah, just in time. Well, Haley, happy birthday to you. It sounds like you had an awesome birthday. If you've been up that long, that's got to be a good thing, right? Right? Thomas Shaw sent over 2 as well, saying, Twitter, please. Thomas, sure. Thomas, let me see. Ooh, hello. Yo, BG. Not much I can do with this guy right now, but happy to add him to my roster. That's exactly how I felt about him. Didn't have too much trouble with Chapter 2 Shang-Chi using Corvustrat. Okay. Nice, dude. Congrats on your Diablo. Well worth it, man. Well worth it. Very nice. Congrats. I'm blown away you wouldn't take the corn / bean burrito out of a vending machine, dude. No way. There's no way a corn and bean burrito holds up in a vending machine. Like, when was that thing made? No. Hell no, dude. Screw that. I'm really trying to think when the last time I got something out of a vending machine was, man. I feel like it probably was at my job that I haven't been at for like 4 years now or something like that. And even then, like I said, it was pretty rare that I would buy something out of it just because it's expensive, you know? So I don't know. I can't think of any other time. So probably like a good 5 years ago was the last time I used a vending machine. There must have been some time when I was traveling though. Oh, you know what? I'm trying to think if the hotel lobby, the hotel that I stayed at for the Summoner Showdown, I'm trying to think if there was a vending machine there. Because I got in very late because I had all kinds of delays for all the flights that I was taking, man. I remember it being a 20-hour travel day when it was only supposed to be like a 6-hour flight or something like that. It was a 20-hour travel day. And by the time I got there, you know, everything was already closed. I don't remember if there was a vending machine there or not. But like, that's the situation I gotta be in to be like, all right, let me put some money in a vending machine. Otherwise, screw it. They have refrigerated vending machines, BG? They do, for like drinks and stuff. I mean, but then you need a microwave for the burrito still then, right? Otherwise you're just eating a cold ass burrito. That doesn't sound great. Come on, units, please. Let me get a 225er. Gold. Okay. ABG, I'd love if we got some small token rewards whenever our champs are used by Kabam, Arena, or duels. That would be cool, man. That'd be cool even just to know the number of times that people have fought our champions. Ah, dude, Mark, I would love something like that. That'd be super cool. For sandwiches and stuff too. Yeah, I mean, you could eat a cold sandwich depending on what's on it, you know. But a burrito, I mean, I'll listen. If I couldn't heat up a corn and bean burrito, would I eat it? I guess so, yeah. I was hungry, but I feel like that you'd want to be hot compared to just like a, I don't know, insert generic sandwich here, you know. There's plenty of like cold sub sandwiches even. Not that they fit entire subs inside the vending machines, I don't think, but you could have like a turkey sandwich or something or whatever it is. B. Daniels, thank you for another buck, dude. Trust the traveler. I know they exist, man. I'm not disputing it. I know they exist. I'm just saying I'm not interested. That's all. Alright, guys, it's getting pretty late. I got some more grinding to do, but I'm gonna do that grinding kicked back before I knock out for the night. So I'm gonna head on out of here. But before I go, shout out to Messiah for being tonight's biggest T. Much appreciated. Thank you to everyone else as well. Oh, wait. Jay sending over another buck too, saying thanks for the advice. Don't forget level up. I legit forgot again, so thank you. I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna do that right now. Jay, thank you again, dude. Yo, BG, what up, Jack? I'm ending the stream, Jack. Good night, all. Hashtag fellowship. Good night, Dragon Dagger. Good night, everyone. B. Daniels sending over 2 real quick as well, saying, don't forget level up. All right, B. Daniels. Got it. Wow. All right. Later, all.